Luis Duk Lopes. He signed for my club Aberdeen from Benfica B in the summer, and it's fair to say he's been nothing short of explosive since his arrival. And although in real life he's been capped once for the Cape Verde national team, I've called him up for the Portugal squad for the World Cup in Football Manager 2023. And don't worry, it's not for his former Benfica buddy and recent hat-trick hero Goncalo Ramos. So who's it for, I hear you ask? Well, Portugal improved without him the other night, shall we say?
Where's Ronaldo?
Yep. I'm sorry, Mr. ISO Speed. Cristiano Ronaldo is not going to the World Cup. Not on my watch, anyway. Thank you very much to you and Stuart for this video idea. If you've got any other video ideas that you'd like to see me execute, then please do let me know in the comments down below or on Twitter. The link's in the description. Whilst you're down there though, please do let me know if you enjoy this type of video by leaving a like on it, as otherwise how else am I meant to know? And if you do like it, then please do subscribe if you've not done so already, because there's plenty more Football Manager 2023 content like this to come. Got it planned already, baby. So Luis Duk Lopes has made the squad. Clearly there's a bit of a gulf in class between him and the rest of the players. He plays for Aberdeen. Of course he scored 2 goals in 8 appearances this season. However, I'm hoping I can make use of that strength, that pace and that acceleration and get him the golden boot this World Cup. It's going to be a tough ask, but he's going to be on penalties. With that 12 penalty taking when we've got Bruno Fernandes in the squad. However, I've capped him once, he loves me already, and I'm very happy about it. And also, like Duke, making the squad for the World Cup when they didn't in real life, Nelson Semedo, Mario Rui, Renato Sanchez, Florentino Luis, and of course Diogo Jota, who is injured in real life unfortunately for them. We did however lose our friendly and Duke's Portugal debut against Brazil in our warm-up match. Roberto Firmino, Neymar and Richarlison scoring. So, I somehow managed to get a better result for Brazil when I'm managing Portugal than I did when I was managing Brazil. Check that out via the end screen. And as you saw, we have Ghana, Uruguay and South Korea to play in the group stages. A chance for Duke to get off the mark nice and early, and we'll play them in that order. But this is how we're going to set up for the opening game against Ghana anyway. Diogo Costa starts in goals. Complete wing back Cancelo because, well, he's brilliant. Guerrero on the opposite side. Experienced middle-aged man Pepe alongside Ruben Dias. Palhinha holding the midfield essentially because he's actually really good, with Bruno Fernandes having that playmaking role. Diogo Jota getting in support of Duke, hopefully getting in and around him, providing him lots of options. Bernardo Silva just on a support duty because I'd like him to come deep, get on the ball, make things happen for us. And Rafa Leao on the left-hand side. Joao Felix had a little bit of an injury, and unfortunately, Otavio out for 5 days to 10 days, so that's good news. An early highlight perhaps for Ghana. Ziggy, who looks very cool at the World Cup, I have to admit, plus performing pretty well, has given the ball away. Duke, his first bit of action as a Portugal player in the competitive stage, finds Joao Cancelo down that right-hand side. Bernardo Silva. It's not Duke, and I'm not bothered.
Ooh, you're hard, showing off.
But perhaps a chance for Duke now. Diogo Jota holding up the play quite well, and Fernandes going long. Bernardo Silva in behind once again. Give it to Duke, for God's sake. Goodness me, Duke is in behind. He's beat Salusi. Oh, he should have done so much better. I wasn't expecting it to be his chance. Bruno Fernandes with a free kick though. Rebound to Duke, please. Duke, get in there!
That's what she said.
Maybe I'm asking too much of him as an advanced forward. I should have him as a poacher so he just sticks in there. I mean, he provided a screen for Diogo Jota's goal. Does that count as an assist? We'll take it. Counts in basketball. Well, it doesn't, but it should. We're off to an absolute flyer. I mean, Duke's in behind. Goodness me. Duke scored in the opener against Ghana. Oh, it's going to be checked. The linesman's flag's not gone off. The tension is absolutely killing me. We've recently got VAR in Scotland. It doesn't even work this well. Duke scored in the World Cup!
Duke.
You're going to be seeing a lot of that clip if it carries on like this. Perhaps time now for a Ghana highlight though. Gayasi going down that right hand side. Cancelo's challenge was rubbish. It's 3-1. The comeback might be on, but not if Duke's got anything to do with it. Oh no, maybe I spoke too soon. Here's Naki Williams on the right hand side. His ball was, well, wayward, and we are attempting to win the ball, however, not quite getting there. Here is Juku, and, well, Trincao heads it, and again, not dealing with it properly. I don't like this. If it's going to go 3-2 Ghana, then, well, it's going to be squeaky bum time. Baba Rahman down that right-hand side. Trincao didn't get there. Duncan into Gayasi, and, well, Oh, I thought my substitute's giving away a penalty. Perhaps we're going to hit on the counter-attack. Duk, get forward. Diogo Jota, find him. Please, somebody, give it back to Guerrero. This is a bloody long highlight when I'm trying to keep things short, and we've given the ball away once again. Won it back, goodness me. Give it to Duk, give it to Duk. That's all I care about. Well, and winning the World Cup with Duk if he doesn't win the Golden Boot anyway. That would still be ideal. Oh no, he will of course play every game. Perhaps we're not going to get that far if we keep giving the ball away as cheaply as that. And it's 3-2. So, didn't see that coming.
Oh, fucking hell.
A free kick though, and perhaps a Duk rebound on the horizon. Cleared, at least temporarily, with substitute Renato Sanchez recycling the ball, finding fellow substitute Nelson Semedo, and going all the way back, which was a bit unnecessary, I feel like, but similar of Aberdeen. Am I right, guys? Am I right? We've actually not been that bad this season. Pepe on the ball, into Nelson Semedo. Duk making moves further up the park, looking for him. Oh, didn't win the header, but now he's on the ball. Shoot, Duk. Oh no, giving the ball away again. Again, another long highlight, which is not ideal, but if it ends in a Duk goal, I'll be very, very happy. Out to Bruno Fernandes. Duk, in behind, a chance for two. Hits the post, a chance on the rebound. And wow, that went better than I expected, not only because we actually managed to hold on to the game and win it, but Duk's been given man of the match in his first game for Portugal in a competitive setting. 2 goals. What a way to start. We might actually manage this challenge, even if we don't win it. Keep scoring 2 goals every game we play in. We'll get knocked in the quarterfinals as usual, but I like it, Duk. In fact, I love it. The mighty Duk is back and he's ready to attack versus Uruguay. One change from the game against Ghana. Joao Felix comes in for the slightly tired Diogo Jota. But we don't care about them anyway. It's all about the Duk show. Duk versus Darwin Núñez and Edinson Cavani. There's only one winner in this battle. It's probably Luis Suarez off the bench, to be fair. Uh-oh, a Uruguay highlight early on though. It's headed clear and perhaps we have a chance to break. Fernandes looking for Duk. He takes it down excellently, it has to be said, on that right hand side. He's got men to his left, goes back instead. Perfect, Duk. Slow it down, get into an attacking spot. It's an assist for Duk. I mean, he might finish top of that leaderboard as well. And maybe it might be a quick fire double with a highlight right after the goal. Duk is lurking in the area. Oh, you greedy, selfish pig.
You've eaten 5 pancakes to yourself. You're a greedy, selfish boy.
Perhaps another chance. And oh dear, they're going down to 10 men. And that is even more chance for Duk to run ragged. Guerrero with a free kick. Duk lurking in the middle, surely. Anyway, Bernardo Silva takes down the ball. This is very Duk orientated, isn't it? Regardless, here we are. Rafa Guerrero, Duk on the rebound. Duk! Off the bar! A corner for Portugal. Guerrero going in, headed clear by Cavani. And it looks to be Uruguay on the break. Darwin Núñez up against our one defender back there. I think it's Rafael. No, Guerrero's just taking the corner. And he's worked all the way back to get the ball. And it'll end in a Duk goal. Same highlight. Leao breaking down the left-hand side. He's got Duk waiting in the middle. Couldn't find him. Wins the ball back. Duk! Goal!
And it'll end in a Duk goal.
I told you it'll end in a Duk goal. 3 goals, 2 games, and an assist. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Duk.
Hope you're all joining in with the Duk at home when he does it. If not when I do it, but regardless. Uruguay on the ball. Perhaps a chance for them. We could kill this off before half-time, to be honest, and rest some of the big boys. He's needlessly wasting time in the middle of the park there. Darwin Núñez peeled off to the left, took it down well, but that was god-awful.
Shite!
If you've been around the channel long enough, you probably knew that clip was coming. We've replaced Goncalo with Nelson Semedo, and now Rafa Leao's got injured, so the supply line to Duk is getting a bit short, or Duk's supply line to others, actually. I suppose it was him that got the assist. But easy replacement. Maybe. Trincao on the left-hand side. Joao Felix. That was such a lie. Trincao on the right-hand side. You can see it. I don't need to explain it. Also going to take off Guerrero because he's a bit cream-crackered. Mario Rui on at left-back. More Duk chances and Duk goals, please, in this game. I said Duk goals, not Uruguay goals. Joao Felix is getting sent off now, so we'll be without Leao and Joao Felix. And all that optimism we've garnered up so far in this game and in the previous game. Now gone. 10 men each. Brilliant. I'd feel bad taking Trincao off since we just brought him on. So this is what we're doing now. A bit lopsided, but complete wing back. Salah should be with on that left-hand side. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We're not playing Bernardo Silva defensive midfielder, mind you. We'll swap them around as well. It'll be fine. 2 more changes. The 2 best centre midfielders in the world, it would seem right now, other than Gilbert Ramadani, obviously. Bernardo Silva and Bruno Fernandes coming off. Ruben Neves and William Carvalho just coming in to shore things up a little bit. 10 minutes to go. I'm still hoping it's going to be fine. Oh no, this might not be. Lordero, they are a good side and we are now matching 10 men against 10 men. I maybe shouldn't have got too ahead of myself. We've kind of dealt with it a little bit. I've got a feeling that I'm going to regret that. Nah, it's fine. It's fine, we dealt with it. A late highlight though, and it starts with Uruguay, well, in their own box. Muslera running out from his own box with the ball. And maybe a consolation goal for Uruguay. I'm hoping that's all it'll be. Suarez. I mean, it wasn't as good as Duke's one in the first game, was it? It'll go to VAR. Hopefully it won't count, but I've got a feeling it will. Walter Prado says, goal. Oh, God. It's fine, though. It's fine. We won. Duke scored the winner. He's man of the match. No, he's not man of the match. Damn it. Rafa Leao. But he assisted him. He wouldn't have been man of the match if it wasn't for Duke.
Duke.
And into the final game of the group stages we go versus South Korea. And, well, basically the whole team's been changed other than Ruben Dias, Diogo Costa, and also Duke. They all keep their places. Everyone else, a bit of rotation, and you'll see why. Rafa Leao, by the way, out for, well, possibly 2 weeks. He'll be back in time to see Duke win the golden ball, though, so don't fret. All that's needed today in the final game, as the kits are a bit annoying there, is a draw to go through as top, essentially. We'd like to win all three, keep the momentum going, and also get Duke another goal or two, but that's not going to help us. And we start with the ball with our goalkeeper at the back. Ruben Dias passing it out to William Carvalho, who comes in for his first start of the World Cup, recording 3 games back to back to back. So if I fumble, that's exactly why. Let's get Duke a goal nice and early on in this game, please. Maybe I'll even rest him. He's in behind. There might be a chance of that. And he's done that emphatically, to say the least.
Duke.
And you know what? That one's worth a replay. Let's have a look. It started off with Ruben Dias coming out from the back. His ball in behind for Duke was phenomenal, and he did well to hold off. I think it's Kim Min-jae. Fantastic finish. Goodness me, he's the best player in the world.
He's the best football player in the world.
And right now we're going through top of the group, having won all 3 games. But Heung-min Son might have a thing or two to say about that. Finds Jeong, a nice little 1-2, and he's in behind. Don't know how he didn't score though. A late highlight in the first half though. Danilo out from the back, and well, this is how Duke's goal started last time. However, we've given the ball away, so that's not quite helping. Don't get sent off, anyone, please. That would be a bit of an inconvenience once again. But Hong Jio-ho back to Min-jae, and fantastic ball in for Jeong on that right-hand side, where they're getting a bit of success. And it's 1-1. Right now still top of the group though, and Duke scored though, so I'm still happy. One change at half-time. Diogo Jota performing pretty well and tired. Don't want him getting man of the match over Duke, so he comes off. Vitinha on in the middle of the park, and hopefully we'll be okay.
A few moments later.
Another injury plaguing us, however, so Guerrero's going to have to come on at left back, which is not great, but at least it's our backup left back getting injured rather than our starting one. Our starting one has had a little bit of rest. But not enough Duke highlights for my liking so far in this game. I really thought that was going to be Duke getting injured. We're falling like flies here. Who can I even take on to play on that left-hand side? I don't know. I'll work it out. I've worked it out, and we're going to give Duke a buddy up there. In fact, his friend, his pal, Goncalo Ramos, coming on up front along with him. Hopefully won't detract from him being in there. And we're actually going to take off Carvalho as well for Fiorentino. What's his name again? Luis. That's it. I got there in the end. Still top of the group though for now. And that is indeed how it ends. Unfortunately, Duke did not get man of the match. Second only to Ruben Dias. Unfortunate, but you know what? We'll take it. A centre-back got an assist. We're through. Top of the group. Hopefully, we'll be awarded an easy, kind draw. However, it'll probably be one of Spain or Germany, which is not fantastic whatsoever. But there's the confirmation of us through to the second round. And we've actually done better than they did in real life. They finished with 6 points, having beaten Portugal and Ghana, losing to South Korea. We drew. It's actually gone better than it really has. They finished with 6 points. We finished with 7. So, see what happens when you bring Duke to a World Cup. Now, I have no idea why I thought we'd get Spain or Germany in the second round. We in fact get Switzerland, much like in real life. Then we'll face Morocco or Spain in the quarterfinal. Again, much like real life. Although instead of Goncalo Ramos scoring a hat-trick against Switzerland, let's hope it's Duke this time. And here's how we line up against the Swiss. Duk, of course, starting. However, he's starting to get a little bit tired, so hopefully we'll be able to take him off after said hat-trick. Rafa Leao not fit enough to start, so Diogo Jota and Joao Felix are in. Yeah, we needed 2 players to replace them. And once again, the kits are a bit of a nightmare, but even more of a nightmare, it's Switzerland on the ball early in the first game. Our game in the first game in the knockouts. Saved by Costa. It was offside anyway. Chaos. Again, it's Switzerland on the ball. And I don't like how good they're looking, essentially. Haris Seferovic into Okafor as he breaks in, and forcing a good save from Costa once again. Finally, perhaps a Portugal highlight. Joao Felix back to fellow Joao Cancelo, and once again to Felix. Back. Oh, Duk's in the middle somewhere, surely. Oh, we've hit the post anyway. Duk would have scored. And perhaps Rafa Leao would have as well. It's half time though. We seem to have clawed things back. We're climbing up the XG chart towards the back end of the half. Still level though, and that's a little bit concerning. I'm going to tell them I'm not happy. They're reacting well. Not going to change anything at half time. I don't think. I mean, our options are a little bit limited. Missing a few players. I think that's what we're going to stick with for now, and hopefully it'll pay dividends and it'll end in a Duk goal. Maybe even straight after half time. We are on the ball. Don't give it away, and we might be in with a chance. Pepe into Palhinha, and we're working it nicely. We've seen goals come from this before. Ruben Dias, didn't go direct for Duk this time, but Rafa Guerreiro down that left hand side, and he's got Diogo Jota in support. Duk is waiting eagerly in the middle. Instead it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, I thought it'd gone in off Duk. 1-0 anyway. Duk's going to get a chance to score in the quarterfinals. Hopefully. Maybe he'll get a chance in the round of 16. A quick 1-2 to put us 2-0 up would be fantastic. Joao Felix, Duk's too far deep and I don't like it, but we've hit the post again. This time the Swiss on the ball, and it's with Ricardo Rodriguez, who goes down the line, and they've looked threatening when going forward, which I've not enjoyed too much. And Xhaka, Shaqiri, we know what they can be like for Switzerland. Thankfully we are not Serbia, or else they would be having the games of their lives. Playing okay though. Freuler back to Zakari. That's a nice midfield trio we've got in there, and they are working this very, very nicely. And Ricardo Rodriguez down that left-hand side. Okafor, not too many bodies in the middle. Found Seferovic anyway and held by Costa. Free kick once again for us, though this time starting in our own half. And Diogo Jota not been in the game too much, was looking for Duk there. Instead, we've given the ball away, and it's once again Switzerland who come at us. It's not been as comfortable as I would have liked this game. Won the ball back though, and perhaps a chance to counter-attack. Duk's up there, he's taken the ball down well, good tackle, get back in the box, Duk on for the rebound. Never mind, not needed. Bernardo Silva. If he steals the golden boot off Duk, I'll be very unhappy with him. Switzerland on the ball once again, however, in our half, and Mbolo, the substitute, forcing yet another good save. He's keeping us in this, Diogo Costa. Not to be confused with Diego. A couple of changes though as we look to shore things up. Joao Cancelo coming off for Nelson Semedo. Cancelo, if he got booked, would have been suspended, so I don't want that happening at all. Joao Felix also not performing well. William Carvalho comes on in the middle of the park with Fernandes dropping deep as well. Just protect things, look after things a little bit more, onto just a balanced mentality, stay calm, and hopefully we'll get through this. I might take Duk off though to rest him for the next one.
What did he say?
Not had the chance yet though, and it's Switzerland on the ball. Are we going to win the ball back and get at them, or are they going to play it out from the back very nicely, score, and make me panic for the last 15 minutes? I think it's going to be the latter. Breel Mbolo breaking into the box. There is plenty men in support. No foul Pepe. That would be excellent. And Babu, close. Taken off Duk for Andre Silva for his first appearance of the World Cup. It's not been Duk's day. He's tired. He's run down. We'll give him a little bit of rest towards the back end of this game. And likewise, Ruben Dias. We're going to take on Danilo Pereira. Still with one change to make. I'll give it a little bit longer before taking off. Probably. No, we're not going to give it a little bit longer. We're going to take Vitinha on for Bruno Fernandes. And hopefully that'll be it. And we'll be into the quarterfinals. And it is. Not a lot of Duk action in this game, but that's okay given what he's given us so far, and we're through. Not as convincingly so as I'd have liked. Unfortunately for us though, it will be Spain we face. A bit of a local derby. I'm sure it'll be a very, very good game. Definitely our toughest task yet. Unfortunately for them, Duk will still start. Still not 100% fit, and that's starting to happen sort of throughout the team the deeper we get into the tournament, but I've tweaked things tactically ever so slightly. Just on a positive mentality. Going to bring Renato Sanchez in for mainly his energy in the middle of the park. Can do a little bit of everything. Pushing Bruno Fernandes further forward. Joao Felix hasn't been fantastic So he comes out of the team, an option off the bench. So that's okay. This is how we're going. Let's have a look at the Spain team. Oh god, I wish I had it. Unai Simon, Dani Carvajal, Raul Albiol, Sergio Ramos, Cucurella, Rodri, Pedri, Koke, Pedro, Ferran Torres, and Alvaro Morata, with plenty of options on the bench, and they can actually name a full bench, unlike us, thanks to injuries. Crucially, they don't have Duk though. However, they do have the ball deep in our half. And Pedri, oh god, he's given away a penalty inside 5 minutes. Chris Kavanagh's pointed to the spot, and it was Bruno Fernandes who's given it away. And yeah, and they're not going to turn this over. And well, we're asking a lot of Diogo Costa, who's been pretty good for us so far. But if we go 1-0 down early on at the quarterfinal stage, first of all, I won't be surprised given how the last 2 World Cup videos have gone. It's Ramos up to take it though. Fantastic penalty. Usually don't like centre-backs taking penalties, but that was brilliant. In his old age as well. God. And that the first time we've gone behind. Probably shouldn't have changed anything. Should have stuck with the same game plan as I had previously. I'll maybe change it back after this highlight, but we're facing adversity, and I don't like it. Alvaro Morata's pretty free in there, and good save from Costa. Before I see anything else, before I even see the corner, I'm changing it. Back to an attacking mentality, and hopefully back on the front foot. Lord knows we need it, because we found ourselves in a sticky situation. And still, we see the corner to be taken by Pedro for Spain. Hopefully a bad ball. It was. Okay, right. Next highlight, please. Next highlight, please. Yeah, okay. We've had to wait a while for the next highlight. And once again, it's Spain on the ball. Who's shocked? But we nick in. Guerrero winning the ball. Finding... Oh, Real! We could have been doing with that being Duk. Sorry for those noises. Oh, Real! But it's a little bit better as we look to grow into the game. However, verging on half-time, it's not looking good for us. They're on the ball once again, and yeah, they're obviously technically very, very good. And I should have played how Morocco played against them in real life. Koke, that was wide. I'm going to try out the low block. Not going to make any personnel changes as of yet, despite Duk having the worst game out of the lot so far. We're sticking with him. This is what the video is about. We're trusting it. And hopefully the low block will pay off and they won't be able to break us down. But we're not seeing any highlights for us. And to be honest, I think we're just limiting ourselves at this stage. So we're changing to this. Duk is unfortunately going to come off. He can't score the win in the World Cup final if he's not playing in it. So Andre Silva is going to come on as a pressing forward, harry them, make sure they're not comfortable. Joao Felix in behind, Renato Sanchez going off, playing okay, but not one of our key players. I think that's what we're going to go with for now. Don't have much other choice. Rafa Leao probably fit to play a part off the bench now, but it's not going to matter as things stand because, well, we're not seeing any highlights. We're not seeing anything at all. In fact, let alone anything for us. Right, I've left it too late. Oh god, I've cocked it up once again. We need things to change and we need to change things fast. We're taking off Bernardo Silva and Bruno Fernandes because they're not playing well at all. Vitinha's going to come on, Rafa Leao on that right hand side. Hopefully we can make things happen. It's not looked good for us so far. Do I take off work? No. We're going to stick with this and push them up the park slightly. Get in their faces a little bit more. We're going to have to because right now, things not working for us and right now we're crashing out of the World Cup. A throw-in. Cancelo booked, so he'll miss the next game if we do get there, but right now it doesn't matter because it doesn't look like we're going to get there at all. Palhinha back to Guerrero. Perhaps a chance for us to equalise with 10 minutes to go. And there'll be jubilant scenes if so. Rafa Leao breaking through the lines. Oh, terrible finish though. We've been absolutely awful in this game. I probably should have changed things, but I thought Spain are good. They're finally the best team we're going to face. Maybe I should, and alas, I've come undone. I don't change things, we lose. I change things, we lose. I don't know what's going on in this Football Manager. But in this particular Football Manager game, we're going to switch things up ever so slightly. We're going to basically go hell for leather. Push Guerrero and Cancelo further forward. Leao, Felix out wide with Goncalo, Ramos coming on up front. Do it for Duk. We'll play slightly narrower than we had been. Perhaps that's... that's failing us. We're going to whip the ball into the box instead. And I don't know. I don't know if this is going to help. I don't know at all. I don't know anything, clearly. But a late chance perhaps would be fantastic. I don't think it's going to happen though. Into added time, Pepe's going up front. That's what's going to happen here. Hell for leather. Get it forward fast. We're playing wide. There's plenty of men up there, so there should be enough options. However, things not going fantastic for us. Counter press when we lose the ball. Distribute to the playmaker, distribute to the flanks, in fact, get it to the wingers, and push higher up the park, press them as high as possible, get in at them. We need to. Don't trap them inside though, because we don't have any bodies there, and don't invite crosses because we don't have a centre back. Well, we do have one. It's Ruben Dias. But, might not be done. Raul Albiol back to Carvalho. Can we win the ball, perhaps, and get at them, or are they going to compile the misery and make it 2-0? Rafael could have got in there. He is tracking his man, kind of. I suppose Ansu Fati into Koke, and we've not got the ball. We've won it and we've given it away again. Vitinha nicks in though. Back to Diogo Costa, and he goes long, probably looking for Pepe. Instead, it's Goncalo Ramos who wins the header, knocks it down to Leao. We might not be done yet. Joao Felix in behind. Joao Felix equalises with 1 minute 30 seconds to go, and there might be a chance for Duk to play in the semi-final. I need to change things tactically though, because right now we're as open as, well, I'm not going to finish that sentence. It's not letting me change things tactically yet, so let's enjoy the goal quickly, then we'll pause it as soon as the highlight ends, and hopefully we won't be punished. Oh god, Joao Felix, what a finish. Change things. Portugal are basically playing
4-4-2.
Except it's more attacking because, well, we've made all of our changes. This is sort of the best we can do, and that's what's happening. Hello, Ruben Dias. Let's hope we don't throw things away. Oh, we're still pressing really hard at the park, and there's a highlight because I was making changes, but who knows? Something might happen. Diogo Costa. I didn't even change any of the instructions. We're still playing really direct, probably giving the ball away very cheaply. Rafael Leao, though, maybe a chance. No, not a chance to win it. And this is how we're going to start extra time. We do have one more change to make. I'm going to save it for now. Oh, goodness gracious me. 3 up top, Rafael Leao's bloody quick, and then the other 2 press the hell out of them. Joao Felix can't really play centre mid, but he is anyway going to. Extra time underway and an early highlight for us in it. We've gone long. Rafael Leao did not win the header, and there's not enough bodies in there to win it. Oh, our midfield might be too stretched, and Ansu Fati's taking it down. A Spain attack. A fantastic save from Costa though. Once again, a chance to shoot for Rafael Guerreiro. That was not how you say his name. Oh, went close. It's got hectic late on, and now it's a Spain corner. Set pieces are probably going to be very, very, very important now because everyone's leggy from open play, but set pieces, lapse of concentration, tired mind, you never know. Is Football Manager that deep? I don't know. Whoa, they've got the ball. Joao Felix wins it. Not what I have on him as a centre mid, despite his earlier tackle. He gave it away though, which is not great because technically he's meant to be very good. And Carlos Soler, how's that gone in? Costa has been so good for us, but we gave it away in the middle of the park. Fati made it happen, found Soler on the edge of the area. Oh, that should never have happened.
Established international goalkeeper.
But back slightly more attacking we go. We've got one more change. I don't know who to make it. Do I save it in case it goes to penalties and bring on Ruben Neves? Probably, maybe. It might not get that far though. It's Spain on the ball. Polina's won it. Oh, but we've given it straight back to them. Rodrigo, with plenty of time and space. His shot, well, held by Costa via the deflection. An equaliser now would be fantastic. This is only on key highlights, by the way. It's been chaos. Rafael, Duk would have taken it down and scored immediately. But they have the ball. Pau Torres, and they're looking very, very comfortable, admittedly. Perhaps less tired than us. Azpilicueta bursting down that right-hand side, though, which shouldn't be happening, really. Carlos Soler. Maybe we don't have enough support out wide. Close. Final change. Ruben Neves comes on for the knackered and yellow carded Joao Polina. Bringing the wingers back. Hopefully we'll maybe have a little bit more about us. I don't know. Onto attacking, perhaps? Yeah, I think so. If in doubt, we'll put Pepe up front once again. I should have taken Duk off. I'm really, really, really regretting that. Oh, and I might regret it even more. Spain corner in. Headed clear by Pepe. We're not going to counter-attack. We've not got enough bodies there. And Carlos Soler looks very, very comfortable. Koke. Oh, they're coming too close. So back we go to this because, well, we need it. There's 8 minutes to go in extra time. Players are knackered. Pepe's up front. It's desperate times calling for desperate measures. Maybe we win it back from this. Unai Simon. It doesn't look like it because, well, we're nowhere near them, unfortunately. Pedri on the ball. Get near him. Kick him. Kick him up the air. He's only a teenager, but alas. Oh, no. Gerard Moreno's taking it down. And inside to Ansu Fati. We've had to commit bodies forward, and we're paying the price. And we're going out at the quarter-final stage once again. Duk will not win the golden ball. He will not win the World Cup. But he did score 4 goals at it, so every cloud has a Duk silver lining. I don't know. A Duk lining. Quack, quack. We're out. Bollocks. Yeah, we're out. Oh, it tells you so much that we lost 3-1 and Diogo Costa was our man of the match. I'm sad. I'm sad for Duke mainly. Been to Portugal a few times on holiday. It was quite nice. Sad for them, but that's it. It's done. The dream is over. But you know what? I enjoyed it because I didn't expect Duke to score 4 goals at the World Cup. I think he was our top goal scorer at the World Cup. It's upsetting, but you know what? We'll take it. And Duke's value has skyrocketed up. It was at 250,000 to 750,000 earlier. Now Aberdeen could reasonably ask for 5.6 million. You are welcome. 6 caps, 4 goals. He's fantastic. They're taking the mick. Media opinion. Duke has taken to international football like a duck to water. More like a Duke to water.
This is great banter. It really is.
But there we have it. We failed that particular challenge. But like Ewan, if you want to see your idea executed into a video, then please do let me know in the comments down below. Whilst you're down there, leave a like on the video if you've not done so already. If you're still here, you clearly enjoyed it. And if you've not liked it or subscribed if you haven't already, then what are you doing? It helps me out loads and I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you very, very much for tuning in. Long live the Duke.
Duke.